Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at how to model an object like this in Blender. So in Blender, I'm using Blender 3.0. So the first thing you're going to do is go to Add Image Reference and select the image that you have saved on your computer. And orient it correctly and move it back. Okay. We can also turn on this so that it cannot be selected. Alright. So once that is done, we will work on the hull, and we're going to start with creating from a box. So I'll go to edit mode, and I need a segment in the middle here. So I'm going to add a segment here, and then I need to extrude this out. So I need a subdivision. Okay, and then the top part will be extruded up. So this is where I get started. I'm going to use the X-ray mode to select the whole thing and scale it down. Okay, and then we'll go to the top view, and actually I can select both of these and scale them out. Okay, this one is less than the other one. So this is our starting point. Now we need to extrude this out. So I'll select this, select this, and extrude it out. And now we need the border here to extrude this up. So we need segments. So I need one segment in the front. Okay, I need one segment here, one segment on this side, and then we need one line here. Alright, and then we can go to face and select this. And extrude it up. And that's basically the basic concept of getting this done. Alright. Now what we need to do is make this even more. Now we start modeling it. Basically, now that we have the basic shape, this can be longer. Okay, and then once you start moving things, okay, now we will need one line here, one line here, so that you can really create that shape. And then this is going to be round, so we'll go to make this round, and then it has to be more round, so we can further move it out. And then basically now it is time to shape things. Okay, now I'll go to the side view. Okay, this one here, and you can see that the boat is slanting down, so we can start doing that. We can slant this down a little bit, this one a little bit, and then this one. Okay, and then also this is out and this is in, so we will select this and scale it in a little bit. And we need to scale this in, and scale this in. Okay, so that goes your basic shape of the board. Now this has to be straight, so again we will select these and need to go on top. Need to select this, so the entire thing has to be selected and made straight. Okay, alright, so now that is done. Now we need to add a smooth modifier, and when we make it smooth we want to make sure that these edges are sharp. Okay, so to make the edges sharp we need to add more geometry wherever this edge needs to be sharp. So I'll add one here. Add the connection, it has to be sharp, so I'll move it down here. I want this to be sharp, so I'm going to move it one here. I want this to be sharp, so I'm going to add one here. I want this to be sharp, so one here and then one at the base. I don't know how the base is because it's hidden, so we'll just not worry too much about it and keep it flat. Alright, and then we will go to add a subdivision and look at how the object looks. Okay, and then we need one more subdivision here, so this is flat, so we can hide our subdivision, and then we can add a wireframe. So there is a line missing here, so I can go to edit mode and we're going to add one here also. Okay, so when you go to modify panel, then that remains flat as well. Okay, now this is round, so we need to work on that. So again, we can hide it and go to the top view again. And work on that roundness. So it needs to be again X-ray mode on. So we want it more round. Okay, and that's what we get. So again, you can see that this width is there, so you can fix these things. It will take time for me to do that. I just want to go over the basics. Even this is straight here, so we can scale it and add more segments here to create that roundness. Then again, we will have to hide this and go to edit. We'll have to wireframe. You can actually scale it out, okay, to get that roundness there. Okay, and then again, of course, this is quite smooth here, so it is needs that work. So we can do that. Actually, the whole thing has to be scaled in. Okay, so it can be shaped in any form you want, and again, we want that sharpness here, so we'll have to add more segments there to get that sharpness also. And then we can then start modeling these. So to create this cylinder, you can use a Boolean tool, or you can use a curve. So I'll use a curve. Again, in the top view, you can decide the size of this. .6 by 0.6 perhaps. Okay. Then I'll duplicate it and go to edit mode and scale it smaller. Let's move that. Okay, so this is what we get. Then Control J and extrude, make it 2D, geometry, extrude, both. Alright, and then you get that, move it in the right place. Okay, so 0.6 for example, and then you duplicate it, create another one, 0.4. Okay, Shift P, rotate it 90 degrees and scale it in. We'll add a cylinder there. Add mesh cylinder. Okay, so 0.6, rotate 90 degrees, move it in place. So 0.4. Okay, so we'll move it through and through, go to the side view. Boolean, where is Boolean? I guess the Boolean has moved to some other place, so we'll look into that later. Okay. This cylinder, add mesh cylinder, point 1, maybe 1 by 1. Okay, again go to the top view, place it where it should be. Edit mode, X-ray mode, and then we will select these, scale it 3 times so it's straight, then move it back so it keeps its round shape. Okay, and then it has softer edge, so we're going to add a bevel modifier, 0.05, 3, then you can go to object, shift smooth. Before we do bevel, we'll have to go to object, apply all transforms, and then add bevel. 0.01, 3, and that looks much better. Object, shade smooth. Okay, and then you can add the rest of the objects. So that's basically it. I need to find where the Boolean tool is in Blender 3. Thank you very much.